Brooke, I'll just start with, I guess, a non-call, only because Doc postgame was really upset just about sort of that non-call and what led to it and the aftermath. So you lived it. So just kind of what was, I guess, for you in that moment. You've been kind of working hard all game to get down there in that kind of opportunity, and then not really go your way.
I mean, it was obviously weird. It's tough because you see a lot of those continuations go a certain way. Go one way pretty much consistently all game, all season, and then in a big moment like that, it was absolutely odd. It was weird.
And then to the shot you did take, just how did you see that the inbound and kind of all of that play out? Because obviously there was a collision there that maybe threw everything off.
Yeah, you know, we didn't execute it to the best. I think it was our first time doing it, but the intention was there, and Kuz made a great pass to me where I was able to just line it up, and it felt like a good look. That was one of our options there, and it felt great to me.
Doc had said AJ left a little bit early, and that kind of screwed up the timing. Who was supposed to come? Was it Giannis that was supposed to come to you?
Giannis was supposed to go first, and then AJ was supposed to screen off that.
Okay. Defensively, that possession before, just what do you see as you try to help Gary through that screen in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, it was a great screen. I saw we had a bit of a miscommunication down into the basket, and so I tried to help a little bit, try to give some space. But the big set a great screen, got Book open, and gave him a lot of room, a lot of separation to play with.
As I said, those moments of misexecution, I don't know how I want to describe it. Like, to have those late, just how frustrating can that be, knowing that you guys were so close and put yourself in the position?
It's tough because we had a number of them throughout the game. I messed up in Omaha early in the game, the first half that gave KD a wide open three, and that stuff, we just can't have. We can look at the bright side and say, this is stuff we learned from, but it's getting down the wire, and we got to learn from it at some point. So we got to keep learning from these experience, gaining this experience, so we can use it when the time comes, and it's the real deal.
I know you're willing to play every day, all the minutes. Doc has been pretty clear. It's like we don't want Brook playing 41 or 40, and just how are you feeling? Because when Bobby was out that last time, you and Giannis carried just a heavy load. This is a long trip. How have you kind of been getting through this, just with what you're being asked to do offensively, defensively?
I'm good to go. I'll do whatever the team asks of me. I love doing this. I want to do it as long as I can. So I'm happy to be out there with my guys.
Going back to the takeaways that you mentioned, obviously you see this team at home in a week's time. What are some things that you feel like you can improve upon from tonight?
I thought we had the right intent, the right mindset the majority of the game. I thought we did a great job of being physical with them defensively. Ryan was superb, picking up for the most part, getting into their guys, making it tough for them to bring the ball up court. And I thought we did a good job with KD and Book as well, getting into their stuff, getting under KD, making him a little uncomfortable. These are obviously two, all-time great players, so we got to do whatever we can, and I think we did a pretty good job of making them uncomfortable. Again, there were some miscues that were on us we can be better at. They got a few offensive rebounds that obviously made a difference, but there was a lot of good stuff there.
So it's just like the little things, just cleaning up the small things.
For sure.
The savvy media veteran that you are, you grabbed something that I was going to say there. But Rollins, when you fill in for Dame, you can feel a lot of pressure. Like, obviously no one's going to beat Dame, but you got to be thinking about how you can try to do the same things. It feels like he's found his own identity as a guy that does it defensively. Just what have you seen from him in the starting lineup?
Yeah, obviously no one's going to be Dame but Dame. He's done a great job of coming in, being himself, and finding a niche that, like Dame, only he can do. That's specifically Ryan, specifically Rai. And, that's my guy, I call him Rai. But, he comes out there and he makes a difference in his way. He gets in guys, defends them full court, picks up 94 feet. Offensively, he's been great at running the offense and then getting to his stuff when he can. He has a lot of stuff with him. He's made a difference that way as well.
You mentioned that it's things you can learn from with the lack of execution, but it's hard because there's 11 games left, 10 games left. Yet Bobby's still out. Dame might be out for a while. Jericho's out till playoff. How difficult is that? Because it's some of these late game, like there's just not going to be the lineups, the rotation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? To
but-
actually make that.
Yeah, I think it's good for us. I think it's good to see these multiple lineups and get experience with these different things because you never know what's going to go down. I think we're going to have all our guys. We're going to be as healthy as possible when this run gets going. But it's good for us to get experience with different lineups now. As opposed to obviously in April or May or whenever.